Welcome to the show, Jane.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You guys have actually, your style, you've trademarked it, and there are repertory companies around the country who are trying to work with your same style. So what do you do that's different? How do you do it differently?
One of the things through the Simple and Sensitive mission is to take the author's narrative voice and celebrate the narrative voice, so that we ask our audiences to use their imaginations during a book at production, and we take the narrative and we turn it into dialogue. She looked at Courtenay, hoping she would understand. So we use a lot of the narrative in many, many different ways, and one of the things then we continue to ground we ground the production, we ground the works, and they're fully produced. They have lights, costumes, they're memorized.
So you do have, because you're doing these stories that some people would never consider trying to stage, you have to come up with some innovations.
Oh, absolutely, all the time. I mean, Moby Dick was one of the greatest ones that when David Quicksall brought us Moby Dick, I couldn't even read it. I mean, I kept throwing it across the room. I was like, how can we possibly stage this if I can't even read it? By the way, I was not a reader for a lot of my life. I didn't know I had dyslexia until I was about 30 years old. And so that changed my life. And at the same time, once I became a reader, I said there are all these marvelous stories, and we should put them on stage to encourage people to read.
What actually makes a good adaptation? What do you look for in a book in order to bring it to the stage?
You don't want allegory, I can tell you that. We tried to do Cannery Row, and it did not work. We then did Sweet Thursday, which worked beautifully. There's a Jack London short story called To Build a Fire that doesn't have a single piece of dialogue in it. It's all from the dog's point of view about how this man is going to really screw up and kill them that night. And it is my goal someday to be able to put that on stage without a line of dialogue in it.
Well, so you're actually going to, tonight, you're actually going to perform an excerpt from your very first adaptation for us. And so can you tell us what our audience is about to hear?
Well, this is one of the forms of the book at style, where we take, this is just a couple of paragraphs from Kurt Vonnegut's short story, Long Walk to Forever. But one of the things I also have to just give a plug to Kevin McKeon, who just joined me here on stage, and he adapted Anna Karenina, which is playing right now at Portland Center Stage. And that's an 800-page book, and he got it down, he and Chris Coleman, to like 2 hours and 45 minutes. I mean, it's marvelous. Go see it. It's marvelous.
I never read it.
You never read it. I read it to him. Okay. So this is a way that we work with the narrative. Long walk to forever. They had grown up next door to each other, on the fringe of a city, near fields and woods and orchards, within sight of a lovely bell tower that belonged to a school for the blind.
Now they were older, had not seen each other for nearly a year. There had always been a
playful,
comfortable warmth between them,
but never any talk of love. His name was Newt.
Her name was Catherine.
In the early afternoon, Newt knocked on Catherine's front door.
Catherine came to the door. She was carrying a fat, glossy magazine she was reading. The magazine was devoted entirely to brides.
Newt!
She was surprised to see him. Could you come for a walk?
Newt was a shy person. He covered his shyness by speaking absently, as though what really concerned him were far away, as though he were a secret agent pausing briefly on a mission between beautiful, distant, and sinister points. This manner of speaking had always been Newt's style, even in matters that concerned him desperately. A walk?
1 foot in front of the other.
Through leaves, over bridges. I had no idea you were in town.
Just this minute got in.
Still in the army, I see.
7 more months to go.
He was a private, first class in the artillery. His uniform was rumpled. His shoes were dusty. He needed a shave. He held out his hand for the magazine.
Let's see the pretty book.
I'm getting married, Newt.
I know. Let's go for a walk.
Well, I'm awfully busy, Newt. The wedding is only a week away.
If we go for a walk, it will make you rosy. It'll make you a rosy bride.
He turned the pages of the
A
magazine.
rosy bride. Like her. Like her, he said. Catherine turned rosy, thinking about rosy brides. That'll be my present to Henry Stuart Chasins. By taking you for a walk, I'll be giving him a rosy bride.
You know his name?
Mother wrote. From Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you'd like him, Newt.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, can you come to the wedding, Newt?
That I doubt.
Your furlough isn't long enough?
Furlough.
He was studying a 2-page ad for flat silver.
I'm not on furlough.
Oh?
I'm what they call AWOL.
Oh, Newt, you're not.
Sure I am.
Why?
I had to find out what your silver pattern was.
He read names of silver patterns from the magazine.
Albemarle, Heather, Legend, Rambler Rose. I plan to give you and your husband a spoon.
Newt, tell me really.
I want to go for a walk.
Newt, you're fooling me about being AWOL.
Ooh,
Where from?
Fort Bragg.
North Carolina?
That's right, near Fayetteville, where Scarlett O'Hara went to school.
How did you get here?
Hitchhiked 2 days.
Does your mother know?
I didn't come to see my mother.
Well, then who did you come to see?
You?
Why me?
Because I love you. Now, can we take a walk? One foot in front of the other, through leaves, over bridges.
Jane Jones and Kevin McKeon from Book It Theater. You've been listening to a snippet of Livewire, the radio variety show that's like a chew toy for your brain. For more information about the show or to download our podcast, visit livewireradio.org.